Alright, so let's figure out how we craft something in this game. I did do one of the tutorials, so I've got a slight idea, but if you look right now, because I've unloaded everything out of my inventory, all I have is a sodium scrap for some reason, which I need to unload, and all of these tools that you get. If I was to go here to the second tab, crafting, and I wanted to craft something like some pure iron, right? Well, let's just do iron real quick. Pure iron. And you can see pure iron is right here, and he needs hematite to make pure iron. So we're missing ingredients because we don't have anything in us, but I think we can come to this guy and right click on the container and declare this as my linked container, and then that kind of becomes the input, right? So if we go back into our crafter here, I think that's what this is telling us. If we go back into our crafter here, it still says we're missing items. So we need 65 liters of hematite. How much do we have in here? Let's make sure that's not the problem. So if we go in here, how much hematite do we have? Hematite. I got 680 liters. So we've got more than enough liters there. It may be that we can't craft that in our own inventory. Let's see what we can do nanocraft only. So if you do nanocraft only, this is stuff you can do in your inventory. So we're missing that. Active container. Q. Nanopack. Linked container. Maybe we can't link to that. I'm not... Alright, I think I got it figured out. I think I was mistaken. You can't... it doesn't look like you can craft from the link container, but you can access it here. So think of it as like F4 and Empyrean. That's our current link container. So let's take hematite and drop it. What is that? That's just information on it. Huh. Move to inventory. There we go. And now it's in our inventory. And now we can come into the crafting menu and we can say, I want to produce pure iron out of that hematite. So I'm going to max this out until I use up all of the hematite here. I don't know how much I actually have. I think this is saying, yeah, that's way more than we have, but let's add it to the queue and see what happens. The item currently being crafted lacks some ingredients, which stops the entire queue and process. Interesting. Okay, so instead of that, what if we do 90 liters? We'll run this till we get to 680. Alright, so we can make 10 of these. That'll use up 650. And then if we do that, your nano crafter, which is what you're currently using, will run through. That's 4 minutes and 1 second. So I'll be back in just a minute. Well, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Almost 4 minutes. Alright, so since we were broke there anyways, I went ahead and processed the other things I had to get: aluminum, carbon, silicon, and then byproducts are hydrogen and oxygen. We didn't do anything with the limestone or the natron yet because those weren't in my, what do they call it again? The nano crafter. Nano crafter is your suit. So whenever I say nano crafter, I'm just talking about the suit. But we got some of these things. So next thing that we need to do is figure out how to craft a better crafter, I think. So if we look at elements being placeable things like doors and machines and stuff, and we look at industry, I think what we need is an assembly line. I think that's what we need, the extra small assembly line. So to do that, we need screws, power system, mobile panel, and reinforced frame. So let's start with the screws. How do we make screw? Make a basic screw out of steel. So we need steel. And how do we make steel? That's carbon and oxygen. Okay. So I'm going to make... I don't want to use everything up. Let's make 5. Nope, we can't even make 5 because that uses up all of our iron. Alright, let's make 3. And then we'll let that run for another 7 minutes. Alright, so nails are done. If we look at screws, basic screw uses 10 liters. I backed off, only made like 2 of the steel, so that gives 150 liter of steel. So let's make 1 of these. And then while that's doing its thing, let's go back to the, what do we call it? assembly line. I knew line. I couldn't think of the word assembly. So that's crafting. We need a basic power system. Let's see what that needs. Basic power system. This guy. He needs a... okay. He needs a lot of stuff. So let's craft one of these. Boom. Should be a way to go back. I'd like to be able to go back. Basic power system. We got one of those crafting. We need one of these. He needs... what does he need? What is that? That alloy. So we need to make one of those. And then we go back again. And when that's done, we'll make that. Let's go forward again to assembly line. That's on its way. We're going to need another screw. So let's make one of those. And some silicon. That's just another alloy, silicon and aluminum. So we'll add one of those. That'll give us those two things. And then the basic reinforced frame is just steel. Let's add one of those. So I think we need to wait for this to happen before we can get this to happen before we can make the other alloy. As far as I can tell, we just gotta wait some time here. Crafting is kind of slow in the beginning. Alright, basic components done. We can kick off the next component. So there's the power system for that guy. And then we're also gonna need this guy, so we can add him. So that will give me all the parts I need for the assembly line. In 2 minutes we can kick that off. So I'll be back, and I'll be back when the assembly line is built. How about that? Alright, NanoCrafter just finished. Let's go into our inventory. Let's take that guy out. And I think we want to go into build mode. And then we can put this bad boy down. Let's set him here. Go out of build mode. Put that away. Close that. And if we look at this, no active recipe right now. Containers that he has is none right now. So we need to set that as the input and the output on this, I think. And I don't know exactly how to do that. But if we go to this guy and we right click on him, maybe right click on him. Stop using construct rights on element. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Enable industry notifications. So he'll let us know when he does stuff. We need to figure out how this guy gets linked into that container. I think that's a thing that we have to do. So let's see if we can figure this out. When in doubt, check your tools. I just found a linking tool. So let's move him down here. That tool cannot be used in this bar. No. Link element tools connects two or more functional elements together on a construct. Well, how do we do it then? Let's equip it. Weird. Did we get it? Refuel, maneuver tool. Not seeing how this is done. Link tool. This item has dynamic properties. The link elements tool connects two or more functions. Okay, well, how do we use it? Maybe I need to go into build mode. Automatic. There you go. Build mode. So if we click him and we click him, they're now linked. So now, if we go out of build mode and we activate him, look at his containers. He has no containers in out. Maybe we didn't finish the link. Hang on. Go into build mode. All plugs are used. They look like they're linked, right? Like he should be able to get to him. Okay, weirdly I showed display all items. And without that selected I can't see anything. So it looks like the N should be there. Maybe we need to do the out the same way. So if we pull out the link elements tool again, you can see the link is going from him to him. So maybe we go from him to him. All right, so no, all plugs are used on him. He's only got one plug, so he's going to be a one shot. So maybe we can make, in this guy, let's go out of build mode. Maybe we can make a second container. Recipes, container hub, remote controller. He can only make small things, it looks like. He can't make a full-on container. What about just elements? Can you make... fuel tanks, item containers, container hub? So he can't do big things. So a container is too big, which kind of makes sense if you look at the size of the container compared to that. I mean, this is an XS container. So let's go back into this. Let's go into his recipes, and at least we can do is start making things that we need to make a container. Can we make a container in our own inventory? I wonder. That's elements, container XS. We can make that, but we need to make more components. Weird, we can make this in our own inventory, but we can't make it on the small assembler. I bet we can make the components there, though. So if we look in the components here, recipes, production, no active recipe, component. Nope. Only doable. Display containers in. Apparently I don't have a lot of anything. So I guess the next thing we got to do is work on making a bigger thing. So we need to really melt down all of this stuff. I would have thought this guy could have done ore, but I guess not. Decided to head back to the market, see if I could buy a few things to make this quicker for myself. Namely another container. And we'll check and see if one of the small assemble lines are there, if we can afford it. That way we can make a little better thing than just tiny things. So I'll be there. Oop. Bring you guys back when we get to the market. Alright, let's see what we can pick up here. We've got, how many credits do we have currently? 313,000. Alright, so let's get another container for one, for sure. We have an in and an out container that way. Container. Buy orders. And we want a container XS, this guy. Local instant buy. Gonna cost us 14,000. Fine. Fine, I'm fine with that. And then let's also look at elements. Industry elements. Industry. And we want, these things are expensive. I think we want an assembly line small. They're going for about 200,000 each. So maybe we don't want one of those. I'm not sure. I'm looking at the rest of what we have here. Recycler, smelter. I imagine that's for doing ore. Maybe. Price per unit. Price per unit. I think we'll buy a smelter while we're here. What are we talking if we do one? About 80,000. It's a lot. But you know what? I think it might be worth it. I'm just going to speed up my spending. We'll get more money tomorrow. So that's not a big deal. Let's go containers again. Might buy 2 more of those, to be honest. 2 more containers. Item containers. XS. Local instant buy. Let's get 2 of those. And bam. Alright, I think that's everything we'll need. I think that's everything we'll need. And then past that, we can make the rest ourselves, I think. So, we're going to take that, head home, and set back up some more. Alright, so we're back at base. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the smelter real quick. Yeah, he's already on there. Okay, just making sure he's on there. And then we go into build mode. We can put him down. So we're going to slap him down just right here. Okay. And then we can take the... I hate that it leaves a ghost when you don't have any in your inventory. I guess I'm just used to it only doing that in other games when you have something in your inventory. We're going to put these down. La la la. So double click works, or you can drag into this. So if we drag into that like that, then we can put these down. And these are the extra small. I think I bought a small, huh? These are the extra small here. So I'm going to put him here for now. And then him here next to him. And then we'll put another one over here if we need. Just for the moment. Just get them out of our inventory. Go out of build mode. Factory starter. I earned XP. Apparently you get a lot of different achievements and stuff for doing things. So if we right click on this, there's got to be a way to name this thing. Construct, edit construct. No, that's not it. If we open it, container unit 0%, no name thing up here, locked, item owner, show item names, information, no, let's see. Okay, so what I figured out is actually if you go into build mode, and let's get rid of that tool, and you right click on that, you can rename the element. So we're gonna call this processed. We'll call it ingots. We'll stick with our naming convention for Empyrean. So let's open this guy, or rename this guy raw ore. And we're gonna make bigger containers later on. I just want these to set up now. So he's got raw ore, and he's got ingots. And so if we take 6 and we connect you to you, and then if we connect you back the other way, he'll go in, he'll go out. That was our linker tool, right? Okay. We'll go out of build mode. If we right click on this and we declare it as our linked container, then we should be able to go into this guy, and we should be able to go to the link container and start moving into this guy. He does not have a ton of room, so we got to keep an eye on that. Move slot. No, I don't want him in inventory. I want him to link container. What am I doing? Yeah, see, we should have bought mediums, but this will work because we can just do all the bauxite and let's say all of the move to linked container, move to link container, move link container. We'll go to the link container and let's move the hematite in here. Move to item container. There we go. So now we've got the aluminum and the iron in here. And what we can then do is go into this guy, activate him, look at his containers. First we gotta do a recipe. That's why containers looks weird. Like you don't think there's anything in there. You do display all, you'll be able to see. But when you choose a recipe, it fixes it up. So if we go materials, light metals, let's say heavy metals maybe? Steel, product, refine, materials. What about iron? No, we can't do iron in the smelter? Oh, okay, so smelter isn't what I thought it was, guys. I thought it would... This must be to, like, make the big things like steel. Miraging steel. Yeah, you can make steel in here, but you can't do pure iron in here, I don't think. pure. Yeah, no. Okay. I screwed that one up. Oh, wait, that's not how you spell pure. Hold on. Pure. Yeah, you still can't. Alright, this is going to be a process figuring this game out. I just want you guys to know this. What about you? Do you do anything? Can you do any recipe that is pure, for example? No. So am I the only way that can... There's no way, right? Like, I'm not the only way that's the only thing that can produce... We need a small... What are those things called? Let's go here. Smelter. Nanocrafter only. Medium is all they have for that. Not sure what we're supposed to make then, to be honest. Consumables, materials, refined materials, pure iron. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to make the small assembler maybe, to make anything else better. The extra small assembler isn't cutting it over there. So I'm working on that right now. If you look in my crafting queue, I've got some basic power systems and a mobile panel and a reinforced frame cooking currently in my inventory. In the meantime, let's speed up some things with some talents. Let's go to our crafting. And where is that? Let's go crafting. Where are you? Productivity. What are you? Carbon pure productivity. That's for carbon. Iron pure productivity. Minus 3% iron pure when running iron pure recipes. Ooh, we'll take that for 600. Remember, we've got 14,000 to spend right now, so yes, we'll take you. In fact, let's do all of these so we can save on the amount of ore that we're using. I also want crafting speed in here somewhere. Where is crafting? Pure carbon, pure iron. There's refining. Crafting time for basic ore crafting. Yeah, we'll take that guy too. Train him. He requires basic pure refining 1. So we're going to spend 3,000 on 2. Iron refining. This gives you minus 3% input metal required. Yeah. We'll take that, thanks. Same with silicon. Same with carbon. So I don't know if there's another way to refine these starter metals other than your suit. I haven't seen another way yet. Somebody could tell me in the comments, I'm sure, if I'm missing something with that.